The wait is finally over, and the multiverse is screaming in terror because the first official look at Avengers Doomsday has arrived to shatter everything we thought we knew about the MCU's future. Robert Downey Jr. is back, but this isn't the hero we loved for a decade because he is wearing the cold iron mask of Victor Von Doom, and the stakes have never been higher. Before we dive into this massive breakdown of the Doomsday trailer and the theories that will melt your brain, make sure to hit that like button and share this video with every Marvel fan. Don't forget to subscribe to Hollywood Talks for the most in-depth coverage of the Multiverse Saga as we march toward the ultimate collapse of reality and the birth of a brand new world. The trailer opens with a haunting silence that feels heavy and suffocating as we see the familiar Marvel Studios logo slowly rusting and decaying into a dark metallic green that signals doom. We see a desolate landscape that looks like a fusion of different realities where the sky is bleeding red and the very fabric of space is tearing apart in massive cosmic incursion events. The first major reveal shows Steve Rogers, but he isn't the soldier we remember from Endgame because he is living a quiet life in a branched timeline with a child in his arms. This confirms the theory that the multiverse is collapsing inward, and even the happy endings our heroes fought for are being pulled into the gravity of Dr. Doom's dark and singular vision. Doom's voice echoes throughout the footage, and it sounds nothing like Tony Stark as it carries a cold, regal authority that suggests he has already conquered countless worlds before reaching our own. He speaks about the failures of the Avengers and how their attempts to save the timeline only caused more chaos, which provides the perfect justification for his rise. As the ultimate multiversal savior, the visual of Robert Downey Jr. removing a mask to reveal a scarred and vengeful Victor Von Doom is the moment that has sent the entire internet into a total state of frenzy. Theory suggests this version of Doom is not a Tony Stark variant, but rather a man who shares his face and intellect but chose a path of absolute power instead of ultimate sacrifice. We see the Fantastic Four making their grand entrance into the main MCU timeline as they escape their own dying universe, which is being consumed by a massive void of pure nothingness. Reed Richards looks exhausted and desperate as he realizes that his old friend Victor has become the greatest threat to existence, and the two are destined for a final brutal multiversal showdown. One of the most shocking frames shows the X-Mansion in complete ruins, with Cyclops standing alone against a wave of Sentinels that seem to be under the direct control of Doom himself. This implies that Doom has already subjugated the mutant population of several Earths and is using their power to fuel his march across the multiverse to consolidate all of reality under him. The trailer gives us a glimpse of Thor praying to the Allfathers for strength because he is no longer just fighting for glory, but for the life of his daughter Lovingness. Parenthood is a major theme here as we see children like Franklin Richards and T'Challa's son being targeted by Doom for their unique cosmic potential to serve as anchors for his new. We see Shuri and the Wakandans meeting Ben Grimm in a desert that was once an ocean, which suggests that Namor's kingdom of Talokan has been completely drained by a massive incursion. The alliance between Wakanda and the Fantastic Four is a direct nod to the comics, and it proves that the remnants of Earth 616 are truly desperate to find a way to survive. A massive clock appears on screen counting down to midnight, which symbolizes the Doomsday Clock and the fact that time is literally running out for the survival of the entire Marvel multiverse. The theory of time runs out is clearly being adapted here as the Illuminati are shown meeting in secret to discuss the impossible choice of destroying other worlds to save their own. Doctor Strange is seen looking older and more powerful than ever, but he seems to be playing a dangerous game with Doom as they both fight for control over the library of. Many fans believe Strange has realized the only way to beat Doom is to let him win for a moment so that a larger plan can be set in motion during Secret. The return of legacy characters like Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man and Hugh Jackman's Wolverine is teased in the shadows, suggesting a massive multiversal army is being assembled to take a final desperate stand. We see glimpses of Battle World beginning to form as fragments of different cities and landscapes are stitched together by Doom. As immense power creating a patchwork planet of constant war and dark survival. The trailer ends with Doom sitting on a throne made of vibranium and scrap metal looking down at a broken Avengers team as he utters the chilling words that hope is dead. This sets up Avengers Doomsday as the Empire Strikes Back of the MCU, where our heroes will likely lose everything, setting the stage for the massive reset coming in Avengers Secret Wars. The theory that Doom is actually trying to save the multiverse from a greater threat like the Beyonders is gaining traction, making him a complex anti-villain rather than a simple world conqueror. His connection to the Stark legacy adds a layer of psychological horror for Peter Parker and the other Avengers who must face a man who looks exactly like their fallen mentor and leader. Every frame of this trailer is packed with hidden details and Easter eggs that point toward a complete overhaul of the Marvel Cinematic Universe as we know it by the movie's end. The scale is grander than Infinity War, and the stakes are more personal than Endgame as the movie prepares to burn down the old world to build something entirely new and terrifying. Make sure to leave a comment below with your wildest theories about Robert Downey Jr. as Dr. Doom and what you think will happen to the Avengers when the clock finally strikes midnight. If you enjoyed this massive breakdown and theory deep dive, then please like this video and share it with your friends to help us grow the Hollywood Talks community even more today. Subscribe and hit the bell icon so you never miss an update on Avengers Doomsday as we continue to track every leak and rumor leading up to the biggest cinematic event ever. The path to Secret Wars starts right here, and the reign of Doom has officially begun, so stay tuned to Hollywood Talks for all the latest news and breakdowns from the multiverse. We are entering the endgame of the Multiverse Saga, and only one man has the power to decide who lives and who dies when the multiverse finally collapses into a single point. The visual effects shown in the trailer look breathtakingly dark, with a gritty realism that moves away from the colorful cosmic adventures of recent years into a more grounded and bleak tone. The Russo Brothers have returned to bring back the tension and high-stakes drama that made the previous Avengers films so iconic, and this trailer proves they haven't lost their master storytelling. Touch. We see Sam Wilson as Captain America trying to lead a fractured team of new Avengers, but the internal conflict between the heroes is making them vulnerable to Doom's strategic and surgical strikes. The new Avengers team consisting of Bucky Barnes, Shanghai, and Captain Marvel is shown struggling to keep up with the sheer speed and efficiency of Doom's global and multiversal takeover attempts. There is a brief shot of a silver figure flying through the sky, which many believe is the Silver Surfer, signaling that Galactus or the Heralds are involved in this cosmic tragedy. The Fantastic Four ship is seen traveling through the quantum realm, which might be the only place safe from the reach of the Incursions, allowing them to move between the dying worlds. Doom is shown using a version of the Iron Man technology fused with ancient sorcery, making him a threat that cannot be countered by science or magic alone in this epic multiversal war. The theory of the anchor beings from Deadpool and Wolverine is coming back into play as Doom seeks to eliminate the individuals who hold the fabric of each reality together in time. If he can destroy the anchor beings, he can force the universes to collapse into his control, allowing him to pick and choose which pieces of reality he wants to keep for himself. The trailer hints at a massive betrayal from within the ranks of the heroes as someone realizes that Doom might be the only one with the power to stop the total extinction. This moral ambiguity is what will make Doomsday stand out as a masterpiece of superhero cinema, as it forces the audience to question what they would do to save their own world. The sound design in the trailer is haunting, with the mechanical breathing of Doom's mask blending into the heartbeat of a dying universe, creating a sense of dread that never truly lets. We see a flashback to Victor's origin, showing him as a brilliant student who was scarred in an accident he blames on the arrogance of others, which mirrors Tony Stark's own tragic. This parallel is intentional, and it serves to highlight how one man's ego led to heroism, while the other has ego-led to a god complex that threatens the existence of all things. The appearance of the Council of Kangs being decimated by a single blast of green energy shows that the previous threats were nothing compared to the absolute power of the new victor. Doom is not interested in time travel or variance because he wants to be the one and only ruler of a singular reality where everyone bows to his supreme and divine will. The trailer also teases a reunion between Thor and Loki, but it looks like Loki is struggling to maintain his position as the god of stories while Doom tears the tapestry apart. The friction between the magical and the technological elements of the MCU is at its peak here as the Avengers tried to find a weakness in a man who mastered both worlds. Theory suggests that the post-credits scene of the Fantastic for First Steps was just the tip of the iceberg, and Doom has been watching the MCU heroes for very long. He knows their strengths and their weaknesses because he has studied them from across the void, waiting for the exact moment when the multiverse would become weak enough for his grant. The inclusion of the X-Men from the Fox universe is a bittersweet moment, as we see them fighting a losing battle against the inevitable destruction of their own timeline by the Incursion. This confirms that Doomsday will be the final chapter for many legacy characters before the universe is rebooted into a new shared reality where everyone can finally exist together in one. The hype for this movie is reaching levels we haven't seen since the lead-up to Infinity War, and this trailer breakdown is only the beginning of our journey into the dark. Every second of the footage counts, and every line of dialogue is a clue to the massive puzzle that the Russo Brothers are building for the fans of the Marvel Cinematic Universe. Do not forget to like, share, and subscribe to Hollywood Talks for more exclusive content and deep dives into the secrets of the multiverse as we wait for the release date. Your support helps us bring you the best analysis and theories in the business, so join the conversation in the comments and let us know what you think of the new trailer. The end of the world is coming, and the only question left is who will be standing when the smoke clears and the new king of the multiverse takes his dark throne. We will be covering every single leak and official update as it happens, so stay tuned to Hollywood Talks for the most reliable and engaging Marvel content on the entire platform today. Thank you for watching this 2,400-word deep dive into the Avengers Doomsday trailer, and we will see you in the next video as the multiverse continues to burn and reform. The countdown is ticking, and the destiny of the Avengers is finally here, so prepare yourself for the most intense and emotional journey in the history of the Marvel Cinematic Universe saga.